Hello friends and welcome to our mess. We're in our garage that for now has never housed the house yet. Has never housed the car yet, right? Mm-hmm. English words, meanings. And we're going to try and bring our tables here from storage so we can do a quick project for you. So you're my favorite viewer and stick around because this is going to be a very good episode. A few seconds have passed for you, but a full day has passed for us. And boy, has it been a frustrating day. By this time, usually we're done with the project. And right now, we have not even started. So we went to the storage area and we got the two saws that I think we'll need for today. Not just that I think we'll, Hopefully I've planned this correctly. So stick around. Like always, we're going to give you everything step by step. And we hope to make it a fun and enjoyable for you video. So we went to the Blue Box store and we purchased a 4x4 primarily because we are running out of time today. Ideally, I would like to do something different, maybe put two 2x4s together to create a dimension. But today I didn't have time for glue to dry and all those things, right? So a 4x4 will work. And out of this piece, we're going to cut two pieces. One at 6 inches and another at 6 1/8. And the reason we're going to cut it at 6 1/8 is because that second piece we're going to cut again and it will give us a 4-inch piece and a 2-inch piece. So we're going to have 3 tiers, 6, 4, 2. Does that make sense? So let's do those first two cuts. So it's amazing when you don't have a saw, even the smallest things becomes difficult, right? So we're using a marking knife to mark our 6-inch mark. A marking knife? And then after we cut this piece, we are going to use the same method again to cut the 6 1/8 mark. Okay? So ideally you want one of your pieces to be about 1/8 of an inch taller, which is about where we are there. Okay? And that will show you in a little bit why that's important. The next step is we need to set the table saw. So take the longest of the two pieces, the 6 1/8, and make two cuts. And the easiest way to make those two cuts is on a table saw. So you set your distance to 1 inch, you set your height to 1 inch, right? And then you're going to run it through. And then the second cut, you just flip over and you run it through again, right? And now you have this nice, I would call it a cove, right?
Right, and this is the part that comes out of there. So
Right.
It's a nice little wedge that comes out, okay?
So our next step is, remember we have marked this at 2 inches. If you can find your mark, maybe we'll cut it off.
That's possible.
Yes, we did. Is that it? No, I don't know.
No, I'll have to find it. I can find it, but anyway.
So now we're going to cut it a 2-inch piece off. And because the blade is 1/8, that and the one on the miter saw, we're going to end up with a 4 and 2-inch piece.
Right.
Okay? So the order that we do things has an importance, right? This, if we have cut it already 2 inches, this will be a very tricky cut to remove this on the table saw. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So we make the removal of this double dado is what I call it. I don't know if there is a better name. I call it a double dado. And now it will be much safer to do the 2-inch cut, which is exactly what we're going to do when I find the mark. That's a mark?
Yeah. That's the razor mark, the blade that we did. And just remember to cut to this side.
Do you like our dust collection?
We
Very classy, huh?
kind of rigged something up today, trying to keep the dust to a minimum in the garage. with
As I
everything
said,
that we
very
have
classy,
in.
huh?
Yeah. It's not working completely, but a little bit. Okay, so now what?
All right, now,
So here is the idea of what we're going for. We've got, this is going to be a candle display, and so we're going to make Forstner bit holes here, but they are nesting, and this is how you get that step thing. So again, this is our 6, and then these are the two pieces that we cut from that 6 1/8 to make the 4 and the 2.
and the dimensions just came out of nowhere. I just thought the 2-inch increment would make sense.
Yeah, and it does. It looks really nice. It's a nice step. And for this particular piece of wood, I really like this little swirly grain that we've got. We were looking for a cedar post. They didn't have any that we could find where we were, so we got Douglas fir. It's still a pretty nice piece of wood.
And again, if you have 2x4s, you can glue them together and you can...
You absolutely can. You're going to get a little bit of a different grain look, but this is turning out real nice, I think.
Excellent.
And so our next step is?
We need to make Forstner bit holes.
Okay.
So find approximately the middle. Make sure that your drill is forward. I don't know how long to go down.
A little more. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit more. Plus you're kind of heavy on this side and not as much on that side. So.
Are you calling me fat?
No, I'm saying you're putting all your... That's reverse. That's reverse.
Don't do that.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's probably good. Because what we're doing
Run out
here
of
is
butter.
what we're doing here is just making enough of a lip that our candle will be able to sit in there and it'll hold and won't go anywhere. And so that's enough. You can go deeper if you want to. I think this is going to be enough for us.
And we're going to do it, these are a little trickier
Right.
because you need to center it from here to here, not from the missing edge. So
Right.
we'll center it there.
So I'm centering it from here to there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see high-tech equipment here. Nothing but the best at urban homesteading, right?
Right.
Eyeballing at the best.
Hold on. You're putting... Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
Yes, it is.
And we're out of butter.
Okay, awesome. Even it out.
Huh?
Even it out.
I don't know what that means.
You're going heavy on this side again. Okay, stop.
Oh, I thought you meant straight. You said stop.
Well,
Do you want me to hold it and
Okay.
you do it?
no, I think that's good. I got one more to go. And let me get it centered.
Ready?
Okay.
All right. Now at this stage, you're either done or you decide to, what did you say?
Sand it and finish
Yeah,
it.
decide or finish it or,
Yeah, so you could stain this, you could paint this, you could clear coat it. There's a lot of things you can do just to finish this up in a way that's going to be pleasing to you and will match your decor.
you can try to find the candle light you cannot refine where
the
you
ones
put.
we just
Yeah.
got.
So, but the idea, as you see, is that we created a nested display of candle lights, and we'll decide. I don't know yet what we're going to do, but we'll find our candle lights and decide if we're going to finish it, and we are going to be right back. They are clear. So clearly, this is not a very complex project. I think everyone can do it. There is a limitation that you will need a table saw to do it, right? You could potentially do it with a hand saw, but that will require a lot of precision cutting. But I don't know, it's possible.
But if you're good with a handsaw, that's all good, right?
Right. What is neat about this is it's very a modern execution of an old theme, the 3 candle lights, right? It fits any decor, and potentially, I mean, you can display them like this as well, right?
Oh yeah, you can change it up if you don't want
Or even put a candle here. There are many different ways you can do it. The idea that I wanted to price is that the order that you make your cuts is important in projects, and even in a simple project like that. Again, you can see how this would have been a very tricky on the table, so it would be not impossible by any means, but a harder cut, right?
You probably wouldn't have needed that the tool that I bought you that has the grabber,
Yeah.
the grabber thing, because otherwise the blade would be likely to grab that out of your hand, right?
Right, that's why it's a dangerous cut.
Right.
It's not an impossible cut, but
No, but it's dangerous for that reason. And so if you were to try to do that, you would definitely need something that's holding it in place better than your hand.
So this is a fun little project. We'll find our tea lights and we'll be back with a couple of challenges we faced that you wouldn't face if you had your shop. Was that we didn't have clamps or any way to secure them and hold them when we were drilling the holes, right? Now, if we were in our full shop, we would use for that the dill press, and then the tomato press, and then the onion press, right? We're going to use the drill press.
Right.
You notice that on a couple of times this wandered a little bit, which is surprising because it's a brand new
bit. Yeah.
bit and I didn't expect it to work on me. But we are going on end grain anyway, which is a much harder grain to go through, right?
Okay.
So that might be part of the reason. But I will have to admit, I kind of miss my shop already, right? I mean, as messy as it was and all of the above.
Sorry, I'm just lining up the grain.
Because you're not OCD at all.
I'm not.
Are you CDS?
No.
Oh,
Or CDO.
okay. In any case, this is a small project. Let's find our tea lights and we'll be right back with you. You need to turn that off. You need to turn the...
So we have 2 out of 3 of our candles that light up here. We were able to find 3 of the candles, but only 2 had battery. But it does create a really nice little ambiance there.
Here is the interesting part. Here I show them people the great entrance. And of course this is a very simple project that you can do by hand as we said. But it is much faster. For example, that would be a good if you're in arts and crafts and you want to sell something for Christmas. This can be bought very easily, right? How long was the post? How much money was the post?
$15 here
And
locally.
we can easily get 6 pair out of it, right?
Yeah.
So we're talking about if you sell them for $15 and you will sell those for $15. This is a decent project, right?
Yeah.
If you have the tools, you can buy them very quickly for the holidays, I think.
Oh, for sure.
And then of course you can personalize them if you have a laser, or you can stencil them, You can put little wreaths and little cool things. But anyway, it is a fun little project, I think. What do you think, Elpida?
Yeah, it's really nice. Look really nice in a window, on a ledge, on your fireplace, even on a table as part of your holiday. And if you wanted to get really fancy, you could actually make another set that would come down this way, so it'd be kind of an up and then downstairs
So you
step.
can go in all 4 corners.
Yeah, you totally could. Kind of depending on the orientation of your table. If you have one of those really long tables, makes more sense to make it long. But yeah, you could definitely go all 4 directions.
Like in a round table, that would offer a very nice balance if it is 4.
Absolutely.
Well, folks, this is our project for today. It is short and sweet because our day has been long. And what is the opposite of sweet? Crappy.
Yeah,
We apologize for that, but sometimes life gets in the way, right?
for sure.
Unfortunately, Mrs. DIY is under the weather, so she didn't join us today. So from Professor DIY and Elpida, let's build something to celebrate together.